What's up YouTube? Okay, for tonight's video we have a little tutorial on how to get 4 IV Dittos and a chance of getting 5 IV and 6 IV. So I'm just going to run through an in-depth guide on how I go about it the most easiest way. Alright, so first you're going to want a Hypno with Switcheroo, which I'll show you where to get to. You'll also want a Porygon with Recycle. You can remove all of its moves at the move deleter and just give it Recycle. That's the only move you want. You also want to give it a Smoke Ball as well, and you also want to give your Hypno a Leopard Berry to hold. Now I've already shown how to get all the berries there. If you don't know how to get Leopard Berry, I've put a berry guide out yesterday. That'll be in the description. Okay, so first you can get Hypno here. I've already got a Hypno, so I'm just going to show you where to get it. It's fairly common. I think it's uncommon, but it's not too hard to find. You should find it within 5 minutes or so. Now we want to go and show you where to get the Porygon for. I'm just going to run through real quickly where to get these. So the Porygon you get given as a gift at Aether House. I think this is pretty easy. You don't need to go capture it. You can just go grab it for free if you haven't done this already. So you just head out to the left here, around here. I'm just going to dodge all the grass. This way. I've seen a lot of guides with guaranteed 6 IV Ditto and all this. It's actually not guaranteed. It's only a chance of getting a 5 or a 6 IV. So it's guaranteed 4 IVs. Okay, so just want to make that one clear. Okay, so going through the yellow door here, talk to this guy. I've already grabbed mine already. He'll give you your Porygon. You can soft reset for this if you want or whatnot. I just use Porygon there, so I know I can get another one quite easily. Alright, so we want to go to Mount Lanika now, and this is where we're going to get Absol from. Just jump down on the elevator here. Now we want a Absol with pressure, because that's going to help us out in the SOS battle. Alright, so I searched for about 5 minutes and I found it's about 20% chance to find the Absol. The pressure ability will pop up at the start too, as you can see. There, so you obviously want pressure, and intimidate a pressure Pokemon or an unnerved Pokemon. These Pokemon make the SOS Pokemon call their partner a lot more often there as well. Okay, so firstly we want to get some moves on this Absol. So we want False Swipe. You get that pretty early in the game from the Kahuna. You should already have that one. That's TM54. So just teach that to Absol. Now the last two moves we want are Rest on this, and we want X's. I'm going to show you how to get Rest real quickly. So just go to Royal Avenue here, just jump on your Taurus now. You go into this little shop with a Hypno out the front, and speaking of Hypno, we actually need to talk to a Hypno or a guy dressed as a Hypno. So he's at the front there, and this guy will probably give you some sort of discount thingy. That's all good. We just want to get past this. Okay, you can shop in there and have a look at all the stuff. I think I mentioned that in my last video. Okay, so talk to the Hypno here. Now, he'll ask you for a little tip thing. I just tipped him 1,000 and he gives you the Rest TM there, so that's how you get that one. Yeah, it's actually a guy in a costume, believe it or not. So the last move we need to also get is X Scissor 2. Now the reason, I'm going to go over why I gave these moves for. Rest is good because you can make the Ditto put itself to sleep. Also, you want to do this at night time, catching the Dittos, because we're going to be using the Dust Balls, which is a modifier on the catch rate of the Pokemon, makes it easier. Okay, I'll get more into that later. Alright, so now we want to go back here and we want to grab the TMX. Now, this one is behind this little thing. Is annoying. It's like one of those annoying little hole things. So just run behind there and grab it. It'll be next to a rock. So there is X Scissor. So now we just need to teach the Absol moves. We'll have on it, the final moves, we'll have False Swipe, X Scissor, which we just got there too. Okay, so just go down there and rest there too. Okay, so it's got all the moves. It already comes in Night Slash when you catch it there, so that's easy. That's a good move. Now, I've got Night Slash there and X Scissor, because if a Ditto does transform into you, you can hit it super effectively with X Scissor there as well. And you've also got pressure there to make the SOS... when it calls for an SOS, it happens a lot more frequently. So you don't get so many times when it says... the Pokemon didn't call for help. Right, it's sort of stacks with the Adrenaline Orb. Alright, also I'd give the Absol a Leopard Berry too, just in case you run out, because you've only got 2 moves on this, 2 attacking moves that actually kill stuff, so that would be handy there as well. Alright, I'm just thinking what other things we are going to do here. So we want to go to Route 8. This is where you get, this is one of the places you can get Dust Balls from. Just go in there, go straight to the Pokemon Center. And we just want to talk to these guys. And you can get your Dust Balls from here. Just buy 99 of them. I know this is very basic stuff, but I just want to do it I like doing it step by step. So if this stuff you already know, and you just want to skip to the Ditto part, you can sure as hell do that one there. This is just more for beginners. Okay, so we want to go to Hallowly City too. This is where you get the Adrenal Orb. You need to actually get quite far in the game to actually get this item, because it's an item that gets added to your shop. Also, if you want to get any direct hits or anything, that's very useful with the Absol there as well. Okay, so Adrenal Orb at the bottom. I just bought 99 of them. You only need to use one of them per SOS battle there. So that'll probably be enough for like ages and ages. Alright, so quickly I'm going to show you how to get this smoke ball. So you want to go to Po Town, just go inside there. And now you want to run up towards a truck. I'm just going to cut that little bit out. So just running forward. Now, go up here and go to the right. It's one of these annoying little like ledges. It's near a yellow truck there. So you'll just come out the other side and the smoke ball will be here. I've already grabbed it. Okay, so that's how you grab the smoke ball, and you want to attach that one to the Porygon. Now, what smoke ball does, it allows you to run away from wild Pokemon encounters. So you just keep running away. It's annoying having to bump into Pokemon all the time. So you really just want to swiftly find the Ditto. So just run away from the Pokemon and find the Ditto. All right, so we want to go to the observatory and just ride straight from down there, and this is where you capture the Dittos. Okay, so I'm just going to show you what happens. So if you obviously don't know, a lot of the Pokemon here will be like Minor, Skarmory, like you can get Beldum, Cleffa, those sort of Pokemon. Fearow, quite common. So as you can see, the smoke ball lets me run away from it there. Alright, so I'm going to cut out a big section here because it took me about 10-15 minutes to find the Ditto. It's quite a small chance, about a 5 to 10% chance, and Ditto is going to appear. Alright, so the first one you want to lead with is Porygon, and you want it to have the Recycle. Alright, so firstly, you want to go into your bag here on turn 1, and just go across to your battle items. The battle items will be where the Adrenal is. Okay, so to use that item, and that's going to make the Ditto nervous, which is going to increase it calling Pokemon as well as the pressure ability. Okay, so it's going to change into the Porygon, so that's cool. Now, Porygon only has, since it's only got Recycle, it's only got 5 moves, so you need to act pretty quickly. So we want to swap out here into the Hypno, and Hypno is going to give it, switcheroo it, the Leopard Berry. Now, what Leopard Berry will do, Leopard Berry will continually restore its PP, and then when it gets, and it's holding it to, and when it gets to 0, the Porygon will use Recycle and just keep continually recycling that berry over and over again, so it will never ever run out of moves. It'll just keep using Recycle. When it gets to the last move, it'll use Recycle, it'll eat this berry, and then it's a never-ending cycle really, just to keep the Ditto on the field there. And then you can start chaining for the Dittos. And now sometimes the Porygon may call on the first turn. If it does and another Ditto does pop up, just swap back into the Porygon, let the other Ditto change into the Porygon, then swap back into the Hypno, then give the Porygon on the right the berry, then just take out the other Ditto. Okay, so with the first Ditto, we want to get it down to a low range too, so this is where False Swipe comes in handy. You could definitely have a much higher level Absol in this one. This is just one I caught in the wild, which is handy there. Also, you can use a direct hit too, which is quite handy on the Night Slash, because if you get any Dittos that have Imposter or Transform into them, you can crit them and it'll still kill them at this level without having to go for another move. The only probably thing about this is pressure. You need to watch out. You use 2 moves instead of 1, so it may not be quite reliable on the move. So I just suggest doing just get a little notepad or something and put like a tally down for how many Dittos you have taken out. Now, there's a couple of also things that I want to explain here too. So we'll go over the chaining here. So as you can see, the Porygon is just eating the Leopard Berry, and it's continually calling for Pokemon now. Also, if it doesn't call for a Pokemon, it says no help appeared, just hit Adrenaline Orb again, use it. It actually doesn't use it. That'll just like waste the turn so it can keep calling. Just keep doing that till it calls a Pokemon. So with the IVs, 0 to 4 will be no guaranteed perfect IVs. A chain of 5 to 9 will be 1 guaranteed perfect IV. 10 to 19 will be 2. chain of 20 to 29 will be 3, and 30 to 255 will be 4. So we're going for the 30. So go for 31. Just to make sure. If you lose count, just do a couple more. Now, once it goes past 255, that resets. So you're not going to get anything better after that. So with the IV, so make sure you do that. Also, hidden abilities will also pop up there as well. That's starting off from 0 to 9 encounters, which is basically 0%. 10 to 19 being 5%. 20 to 29 being 10%, and 30 to 255 being 15%. So if you want to get your hidden abilities, this is a way too. Okay, so this we have a Ditto here. Now I did skip a lot forward here, and now I'm just knocking down the Ditto where I need to. I actually want to capture this one. It's actually changed into me. All right, so the only thing you got to wait for really now is the Absol to use rest. Since it's at night time and it's asleep, that adds modifiers to it as well. I just fainted and that doesn't matter. You can just bring in another Pokemon. Really, you're just waiting for the Absol to put itself to sleep. Then you can just you can just bring in your Absol again. Just make sure you have a couple of revives and max potions before you go out, so you're all prepared for that. Or full restores, whatever you need there. So I'm just reviving my Absol in the meantime. Remember, the Ditto, when it actually transforms, it only has 5 of each move. So if it's got 1 move, it's only got 5 health. If it's got 4 moves, it's got 20 moves. So just bear that one in mind there too. And if there's pressure on the field, that means it's going to use up another extra move. So say if it used a move with pressure, that's using 2 instead of 1 PP. Okay. The Porygon's basically just still sitting there. So we can probably get rid of the Porygon now. I'm just thinking I can swap in my Hypno here and take it out. It doesn't really matter if the Absol kills me. I'm basically waiting for it to use up its Night Slash and its X's, or just waiting for it to randomly use Rest, and then I can swap in Absol, False Swipe it, get it down to 1 health, and with a Dust Ball and at night and on 1 health, it's nearly 100% catch ratio. I've actually never seen it breaking out of the ball. So it's very, very easy. Okay, so that's you're breaking the chain now. So that's getting rid of the Ditto all the way from the start here. Now, bear in mind the Absol can call other Pokemon too. So you either need to get it down to health as quick as you can, and wait for it to use Rest, and then you can just use another Pokemon. Like I've just got this Hypno. If any other Pokemon do appear, you can just kill them before they transform, and that sort of thing there. So you just want to keep this Absol on the field. Alright, so I just thought I'd throw a Dust Ball just to see. I actually nearly got this without even it being asleep, so it was very, very close there. So it wasn't even asleep. I just thought I'd give that one a go. Alright, so I'm just going to get hit by the Night Slash here, which is fine. Now Absol is going to try and, or Ditto's going to call for another Pokemon. Since I've got my Hypno here already, I can just use Zen Headbutt on that and take it out. I just taught it a couple of attacking moves if needed to. There, it comes with Zen Headbutt in the wild, so and it comes at quite a decent level too. So that's that's more than enough to take out the Dittos. Okay, so just keep taking out the Dittos there. So you want to keep the field clean now. We are after this particular Ditto. Alright, so Absol's going to kill me, that's fine. It's used up a lot of its Night Slashes already. Remember, it only has 5, and there's Pressure Pokemon too when I swap back in my Absol. Alright, now we want to get it to, we want to start false swiping this thing, just get it down to low health, and we want to wait for it to rest. Okay, I think it's going to call another, no, it didn't call another Pokemon, which is good. Okay, let's just go for false swipe. We want to put it down on 1 pixel health. Okay, so now it uses Rest, right? So it's going to put itself to sleep. A lot of the time, like, people use, like, Smeagol and things like that, but that does take quite a bit of preparation getting the moves, and not everyone understands that, so I'm giving you, a more, basic way to catch it, so if you can't be bothered doing all the Smeagol sketching, and a lot of other people have already covered the Smeagol way, so I'm just doing a different way there, before anyone comments about that. Okay. Alright, so it's down on 1 health, it's asleep, it's night time, you throw a Dust Ball, it's basically nearly 100% catch. The chances are so high getting it. Ditto has quite a low catch rate itself, which is really good. So it may take a little bit of prep. Once you get to the Ditto, you may take a few hits, need to revive yourself, but once it puts itself to sleep, you're good to go. Then it's very, very easy to capture. Like, I got that easy. So there we go. That's how you get the Ditto there. It's a little bit more simple than doing the other one. You can get all these Pokemon without doing any Smeagol sketching or Memento things. I don't really like the Memento one, in case you find a shiny, anything like that. I prefer this way. It's much easier. I think this was about 59 chains. I was kind of doing other things. So I went over the 30 chain by quite a bit there. Okay, I'm just going to nickname that. Oh, that'll do, 55 chain. I've done loads of these Dittos. I'll show you a couple of other ones I've done too. We can have a look at what IVs it got to. So that would be, this is guaranteed for 31 IVs. So you can use this for breeding. Now, also we'll be putting a breeding episode up. I'll try and get that one up tomorrow. I just wanted to put the berry guide out and the Ditto guide so I could work from them. And you know, if I mention anything in those, you can just look back on these. All right, that was my Belden from before. Okay, so we got, oh damn, I was close to getting a 5 IV. So we have a best in attack, defense, speed, and special defense, and it's a bold nature. That's pretty good. So we got 4 perfect IVs. So you always will get 4 perfect IVs if you do more than 30 or more battles. There's definitely not any guaranteed 5 or 6 IV. Like, anyone that's saying that is not telling the truth, because you have to get a minimum of 4. The other 2 have to be RNG, so it's complete luck whether you get the last 2. So if you got a 5 IV yourself, you lucked out on the last stat being, or the 5th or 6th stat being a 31. So just watch out then if anyone trades you them, because there's a very small chance of that happening, as well as getting a good nature there too. All right, so